I know it's been a while. I've had some thoughts. I just didn't really feel like making a video because I'm not gonna lie, I got lazy. Um, and yeah, but today it's actually something important that I want to talk about that I kind of just figured out today, or maybe it was yesterday. But you've seen the title, you're probably wondering what it means. Um, and I'm keeping my voice down because it's 3 a.m. I'm in my parents' house. I'm back for the weekend. Don't want to wake them up. But anyways, yeah, the title is. I'm hoping the title is life's purpose is life, and what I mean by that is that the entire reason that we're living is to bring more life somehow to this world. Um, and I was arguing with my friends about this the other day. I said that the ultimate purpose in life is to procreate. It's to have your own children because biologically, that's what we're meant to do. When we are born, our only born instinct is to first survive, which is life itself, but it's also to procreate, which is to to create life. So our two drivers that dictate our actions from the very beginning are to sustain life and to create life. And my friend said that that might be my ultimate purpose, or what I think my ultimate purpose is, but it's not what everyone else's. And I would have to disagree with that. I think a lot of people don't have children, not because they don't want to have children, but because they turned off that drive to have children, or they simply filled their life with other things that distracted them enough for their mind to stop thinking about having children. Um, I don't think anyone in this world, truly, I don't believe anyone in this world does not want children. It's just, it's either their circumstances, which are things they can't change, or it's their beliefs that they've held long enough to overcome that natural instinct to have children. And even then, I think sometimes that instinct comes back stronger. And they do have moments where they want kids, but then they're too stubborn to rethink their beliefs that they've held for so long that they end up ignoring it again. So yeah, I think life's ultimate purpose is to have children. Forget money, forget honestly even forget like a relationship. If you have kids, your life is in this specific absolute ultimate metric, your life is successful. Um, so yeah, that's the first thing I want to talk about. And the other thing that relates to that actually is um, life. It's not just about creating a human. You know what I mean? It's about the things that you do. So, like I mentioned, with people who choose not to have kids, and also I didn't even get into the people who it might not benefit them or the child to have a child. Like if they're in a bad financial situation, or they live in a dangerous country, or if for some like whatever reason it's like genuinely not in their best interest, that I can understand, right? Because again, going back to what I talked about, your two drivers in life are to sustain life and to create it. If sustaining life becomes less possible due to creating life, then that's a valid reason to not create life. So yeah, I believe that those two cases cover all humans. You either want to have kids and you have kids. Actually, so three cases. You either want to have kids and you have kids because that's your main driver in life, or you want to have kids, but you turn that off or ignore it in pursuit of other things in your life. Or you want kids, but you choose not to have them because it would make sustaining your own life more difficult. So those are the three pathways a human can choose. Only those three. And I truly believe that. And two of those are right, one of those is wrong. The first one's right. The first one's a correct stance to have in life. The second one is incorrect. The third one is correct. Why is the second one incorrect? Because you are choosing to give life to something less valuable and less meaningful. You might be giving your life to work. You might be giving your life to your relationships, your non-parent to child relationships. You might be giving your life to anything else that's unimportant. Like let's say peace or solitude, right? You don't want a child because that's going to disrupt your peace and it's going to make you have to do some work for a couple of years, for maybe a decade or a dozen years to raise that child, and you won't be comfortable during that time. So that is selfish. That is a wrong way to view life. And the third one is also, I would say, a correct take, because a life is equal to a life. If you create life, but you can't sustain yours, or even worse, you create life, or you make your life and your partner's life worse, then I would say it is not worth it. But if it is not that case, there is no reason you should not have a child. And I know for me personally, my ultimate goal is to get married and have children. At least 3, because that is the most valuable thing you can contribute to this earth. Continuing your bloodline is the most valuable thing you can do to this earth. And as I just said, giving your life to other things. It's your life, the ultimate meaning, I would say, is to have children. But if you cannot do that due to the third pathway I said, then you can put your life to more meaningful things. I know for me, I feel alive and I feel happy when I create something that I enjoy. For example, in school, I can write a really nice paper, a really nice assignment, and I'll feel happy because I put my time and my life into that paper. That paper, those words on an on a monitor or on a whatever screen, they have life in them because I have infused life into them. I have breathed I've breathed life into something inanimate, effectively making it animate. On a small scale, I have created life. And I know that that makes me happy. These videos make me happy because I've created something physical. My life, my soul has created something meaningful in these videos that I can watch back and I can enjoy. And I can say I've put my time into something that I believe is useful, which is documenting my life, which is sharing my opinions to the world, which is practicing speaking out loud. These videos have life in them. And every single interaction you have in the world has life to them. Not just the people you have conversations with, or let's say the animals, the pets you have that you have conversations with. The conversations themselves, these sound waves that travel through the air, they have a piece of your life in them. So think about that. The next time you do something, you create something, think about that as putting your life into something. So would you rather put your life into something bad or do something good with it? So that is what I have to share. And this is an important time during Holy Week. It's currently the night of the Sunday. Around this time, 2,000 years ago, Jesus Christ died 2 days ago, last Friday. Forgetting about all the calendar stuff. Jesus died 2 days ago, 2,000 some years ago today. And he's gonna resurrect tomorrow. He gave his life for all of our sins. That is the highest thing anyone can do. I just said how life is the most important thing and how sustaining and creating life is the most important thing. Jesus Christ gave his life so that you can keep sustaining and creating yours. That is the highest power that someone can have. That is the most responsibility someone can carry. That is the most unselfish thing anybody can do. So, if anybody's watching this, or if it's myself watching this in the future, this is just a reminder of that. Goodbye.